Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Got Brendan Neef on the program. He's a regular on the show. He does a fantastic job. Victory Transportation Systems, his website, victorytrucks.com. What we're doing is, really I'm working a lot with Brendan to help my listener out there who is, trying to grow his business, take it to the next level. And Brendan brings a lot of great content to help us do that. And he's kind of a sage, in my opinion. Brendan, good to talk to you. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. Good morning. Wish I could be in studio, but still glad to be able to do it and visit with you guys this morning on the phone.
Yeah, thank God for phones. And we always prefer to have you in, but we're glad to be able to talk to you no matter how we can. So we're already in the second month of the first year, of the first quarter of 2016. I don't know. I find that shocking. I don't know about you, my friend, but what's happening with your business? And even before you get into that, talk about what exactly Victory Transportation Systems does.
Well, like we've talked about before, we're a hot shop provider here in Houston, Texas. We help companies move anything from a single pallet of valves to somebody across town, or we can do a big tractor load to Port Fourchon, Louisiana. So people that call us need something delivered right away, whether that be local or out of town, and we pick up their freight. And if we're going on an out-of-town load, that's the only freight that's on our truck, and we're going to get it there as fast as we can within the laws of the Department of Transportation will allow us to do. And so we cater to a bunch of different industries, oil field, which is obviously a slower field of business right now, but we do electrical distributors, we do flange companies, pipe, steel, valves, fittings, cater to the petrochemical industry. So we got a broad customer base, and one of the things we're doing to help us fight this challenging economy right now is broaden our customer base even more and getting involved into some hazmat and going after hazmat customers and trying to differentiate ourselves a little more than previous, just to help some of the offsetting of slowness that we're seeing right now in Houston. So,
yeah, absolutely. And, and the thing that I found very interesting about you is that you didn't begin planning for, the slowness this year or the last part of last year. You've been working on this for quite some time. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, what we want to do between now and the next 5 years is we have a pretty accelerated growth plan where we really want to scale the business from where we are today, which is a little bit over $20 million in revenue, to a $70 million company by 2020. And so part of that process has been educating ourselves better as a leadership team. We've really been entrenched with a CEO coach out of California called named Sheldon Harris, with CEO Coaching International. And I tell you what, it's been an awesome experience for us, just from a knowledge experience and learning, and really lets you know that you can go scale this business, but there's definitely a lot of learning involved of getting roles in place, getting the right people in place, maybe going out doing a strategic hire that can bring some knowledge to the business, and then right now facing a challenge, so of an economic challenge, and so working through that, how to best do that, how to get your overhead in line with your revenue, which is very important, and moving fast enough to where it doesn't affect the business a whole lot, and then focusing on the things that you can control. So right now our overhead and revenue's in line, and now what we're going to focus on is the things that we can control and keep everybody in that mindset. So that's our big push for the quarter, is focus on the things that we can control and not worry about anything else, and keep an eye on the numbers.
My understanding was, though, you were really working on this about 18, 19 months ago. It was pretty ahead of the curve. What made you think you needed to do that?
Well, I think I had realized as a CEO that I had reached my capabilities of growing the business further. I was good at getting us to one part and then learn a little more, and then I was good at getting us to this next phase, which we hit the $20 million mark, and then I knew I wanted to grow and scale the business, but also knew that I needed to surround myself with some good coaches and some people that could have been there, done that, been through what I'm fixing to start experiencing, and help me navigate the process to allow us to do it faster and save time. And so finding the right coach, finding the right fit, the people that can help me do that took me about 6 months before I found the right guy. And since we found Sheldon, we've done a lot of things, a lot of changes, a lot of brought in a couple of new people and put in some different strategic initiatives that we didn't ever think about doing before. So we're on a good trajectory right now, and we're going to keep that up and keep working with Sheldon and move forward.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, I mean, do you have different goals and expectations each quarter, with your business? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we do everything by quarter. We do have an outcome that we want to achieve for 2016. It's about, I think it's 5 outcomes that we want to accomplish. And so what we look at is to accomplish those outcomes, what do we have to do Q1? What do we have to do Q2? What will we have to do Q3 and Q4? And we now plan quarter by quarter. So we'll, about 30 days out of the second quarter, we'll sit down, look how first quarter's coming, and then we'll start figuring out what we need to do for the second quarter. So, yeah, we do quarterly planning, and then we have a quarterly meeting once a quarter with the whole office and let them know what we've laid out, what we want to do for the second quarter. We'll talk about what we accomplished in the first quarter, and we talk about how they can help us accomplish what we need to do for the second quarter and get their buy-in, and do they have anything that we could add or do that would make things better, easier for them? What can we do to help them with their jobs? Can we remove stuff out of their way that's causing them to not focus on the main initiatives and things of that nature? So we really work hard to get a complete buy-in by the whole company.
How do you get people started, jump-started? I don't know about you, but it seems like everything from vendors to clients to my team are kind of limping along from December through early January. What kind of things do you do to kind of jumpstart things?
Well, I think once you get your team in the organizational mode of quarterly planning and things of that nature, that you get them excited of what's happened, how we finished the year. So you start talking about did we hit our numbers, did we hit our objectives, and get them excited about the things they have accomplished for 2015. And we talk about, touch on that because they're excited about what they accomplished in 2015. So now we just take that momentum and start talking about how we can have that same excitement, same feeling for 2016, but here's what we're going to have to do to do that. And so we make it fun. We let them do things around the office that keeps them loose, keeps them fun, and do things that keeps them excited, and let them tell us what we can do to keep them excited. What can we do to make their job and their experience working here better for them? And getting a lot of input and engagement of back and forth with each other and with the team, whether you're a frontline employee taking a bunch of orders or you're on the leadership team. So keeping everybody engaged and focused on the goal and then having fun while we get there.
Yeah. How involved is your coach in the messaging throughout the organization?
Well, how we work is we work twice a month on the phone, and then we have as much interaction as we need throughout the month and throughout the whole time period, whether that's by email or quick phone calls here and there. So the messaging that we do comes from the leadership team. And so everything we're talking about doing, we're constantly talking about what we have to do to accomplish our first quarter objectives. We're constantly talking about our vision and our values and how they play a huge role in what we do, and we're constantly talking about, the experience with each other and the experience with the customers, because that's what's going to keep our customers coming back or calling us for that next delivery is the experience they receive on that previous delivery. So our big push is customer experiences and employee experiences and how we can keep them positive, excited, and engaged every interaction that we have. So that's what we push. That's what we talk about. They make fun of me because when I walk back in operations, you're going to talk about the vision and a great experience. And yes, I am. And so, that's just those are our focus.
Those are your values. I love that.
Yep.
Brendan Neef, he is president and CEO of Victory Transportation Systems. You can hear why, obviously. We love to talk to him here on The Price of Business, really helping my audience bring their business to the next level. And obviously, if you need expertise when it comes to getting things from point A to point B, you need to contact them. The best way to learn more is at victorytrucks.com. Thanks so much, my friend.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much.
You bet. When we come back tomorrow, we're going to have more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here does show up over there at usdailyreview.com. Don't forget, we got a big show on Sunday on the Price of Business TV program. Really a scandalous situation when it comes to academia today. Make sure you check that out. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 Central Time on thepriceofbusiness.com if you want to watch it live right there or at a channel near you. We're in 38 million homes around the country. Have a great day. Spend it wisely right here.